Hello all, today we are solving LeetCode problem number 868, binary gap. So we are given a positive integer which is n, so we have to find and return the longest distance between any two adjacent ones in the binary representation of n. So if there is no two adjacent adjacent ones, so you have to return 0. So they have given an example here, so let us consider the first example only. So we are given n is equal to 22. So the binary representation of 22 can be written as 10110. So you have to find longest ones distance and return. So meaning you encounter one at the 0th index and you encounter the next one at second index and the next one at third. So you have 0 to 2 followed by 2 to 3. So when these are the occurrence of 1, so you have to return which has the maximum or longest length, right? So 0 to 2 it has 2 as the length, and 2 to 3 it has 1 as the length. So the maximum length is 2. So that is what you will be returning as the output as answer. So how do we solve this problem? First thing first is you have to convert the n to binary representation using bin, a function in Python. So you get the string representation of that, and initially when you can use this bin function you have 0p, which is a representation of conversion of the number into binary form. So you have to remove these and you have to add the remaining portion, which is the binary representation of the given number n. So it is due to that you will use the slicing operation starting from 2 and till end. You will be using this, and then what you do is it's so pretty straightforward. So what we will do is we will start from left to right. So we will iterate in the string from left to right, and we will use two variables, which is nothing but last occurrence of 1 will be initialized to -1, and you will have maximum value as 0. So when you encounter for the first time this last occurrence variable, let me run with the try run only. For 22 it is 10110. So we encounter 1 at 0th index, so this will be getting updated to 0, and we continue iterating, and we will be finding the next one at position 0, 1, 2, right? So when we encounter the next position at 0, 1, 2, at this time you have already tracked the first occurrence, which is nothing but 0, and the new occurrence I is equal to 2, and the last occurrence is equal to 0. So using which you will use I minus last occurrence as length, which you will get as 2. Now you will update in the maximum value, which will be getting updated to 2, and then you continue. Before continuing it, you will again update this particular value as 2, because that is the last occurrence, should be updated with help of I, and then you will move forward. So in the next step or next iteration, you get at index 3 the next occurrence of 1 occurs at index 3. So again you repeat the same thing, you will get the value as 1. So which means you this value is comparatively the maximum value will be remain 2, because 1 is lesser than 2. So it is due to that particular reason we will not update this, but this will be getting updated to 3, right? So now we will continue and we will come here. So end of loop, we will have the maximum value as 2, and we will return maximum value, which is nothing but 2. So this is how we solve this problem. So we start by converting the number into binary string. So is equal to bin of n, and then we use the slicing operation starting from 2 till end. So now the two variables, last occurrence of 1 will be initialized as -1, and then maximum gap will be equal to 0, right? So now for I and value in enumerate, enumerate from binary string, and now if val equal to 1, then you do the you will perform the following of operation, which is if last occurrence is not equal to -1, then you do the following operation, which is to calculate the length. So max gap is equal to max of max gap, and last, this will be I minus last occurrence of 1, else you will update the last position equal to I. So last occurrence of 1 will be equal to I. So now we can return the maximum gap. Let us run this. One. There's a typo. And submitted. There you go. Thank you.